Hi, welcome to episode 19 of my Let's Play of Myst. And this one, I just did a episode with the bad endings. Let's do the one with the good ending, hopefully. Um, and I need to enter in the code into the fireplace yet again. So far, I am. I think 3 for 5, 2 for 4 on getting this code right. So hopefully we'll uh, get it right this time. Okay. And let's put the page in there. Oh, we don't even use that page. Okay.
Who the devil are you?
Oh,
Don't come here to Dunny. Not yet. I have many questions for you, my friend. As you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Oh, perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I fear you've met my son, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island. In my library. My library. Oh, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Achenar, we had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan, an evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. They used their own mother. Oh, my dear Catherine. To lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except that they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they have done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
okay. Um, so maybe we got this page too soon. Can we? Um, hmm. So yeah. So everything that uh, the two brothers said about being falsely imprisoned obviously is false. Because what those books were just traps, and Atreus just sort of left them to catch basically people who would uh, people who would try to exploit the books to evil purposes, and he ended up catching his own sons instead, or it it ended up catching his own sons who were actually trying to do that, I should say. Um, so yeah, and I still am not sure how to um get the so it's not that book. Um, I don't think any of these other books are working. Um, hmm. I'm not sure. I assume this white page would go into the green book, but I don't know why it wouldn't be. Try it again. Oh, maybe I just. There we go. Okay. Wow. All right. That was silly. Um. So all I had to do was click on that book. And this is obviously the world that Atreus is in. There he is. Um. I guess we can explore the room a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be very eventful. Um, let's just talk to Atreus and hand him this page.
Ah, my friend. You returned. And the page. Did you bring the page?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, give it to me. You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
Okay. So do we just wait here for a while or what? I'm not sure. Um, interesting decorations. There he is.
It is done. I have many questions for you, my friend. But my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage. Oh, in reward, I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst, the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your explorations satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with. Oh, and one more favor. I am fighting a foe much greater than my sons would even imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you again.
Yeah. So, setting up for a sequel there. I guess, yeah, we just touched the book again, and that takes us back to the island of Myst. Um, and let's see. Oh, right. The the red and blue books have been destroyed. Okay. So, I assume that means that the two brothers are now trapped in those worlds, with no way to get back. I won't promise that they're trapped there forever because this is a uh, there are like 12 sequels to this game, so I don't know what happens in the future, but uh, that is the end in this game anyway. So, my thinking on this is that what happened with them is they went to the world of Channelwood at a young age, and the Channelwood book says something about these tree dwellers worshiping humans. Um, and Atreus resisted the temptation to let them do that because or it, he wasn't in his nature, and he warned his sons to be careful about that too. But I think what happened is that they basically succumbed to that temptation, and each in their own way. And Sirius probably started accepting uh, tribute, and Akanar probably started accepting, started uh, like using it to gain power. Like he would uh, start pretending to be this godlike figure and telling the tree dwellers what to do. So they both sort of got fell into this kind of trap of evil, kind of, and so it was, in a way, Atreus should have been more careful about exposing these. I mean, I think they were just teenagers at the time, exposing them to that kind of uh, uh, influence, and I mean, he did warn them, but apparently that wasn't enough. So, anyway, that's my theory. It's just a theory. I guess we'll never really know for certain, but I think I like it as a theory. Anyway, final words. Yeah, it's for a game from the 90s. It's a wonderful game. Lots of beautiful 3D modeling, and the atmosphere, the sound. The puzzles were challenging without being arbitrary. Um, the only one I really had an issue with was finding my way around the maze in Channelwood. Um, it was just a little bit too much in the way of um, just sameness, each node looking exactly the same, and it for with a point and click paradigm, it was just not. It would have been a lot better if it was more uh, if there was better movement available, or you could tell which direction you were facing. Um, but other than that, and just all the extras you got. I mean, just they just included all this um, kind of landscape that really didn't have anything. That really doesn't have anything to do with the puzzle, and just kind of made it a kind of a complete world without. Or as much as they could in a game that fit on a CD in the 90s. So, yeah. A very impressive game. I think it was one of the first games that actually used 3D models. Each They actually created each of these worlds in a as a 3D um, model. So the land is was built as a uh, three-dimensional solid, and then they texture map the surface, and then they rendered each frame here on a computer, and then save that as a uh, frame to store on the CD. And they at the time a computer could not have done that real time, but of course now um, they can, and that's but the whole technique of creating a virtual world and then displaying that in the game. I think this is one of the first examples of that, and you see that kind of thing even in like computer animated movies and whatnot. I mean, all the when you watch Toy Story, all that's done in a 3D modeling studio, and then rendered. But instead of having thousands of frames that you can fit on uh, a CD, you have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of frames, and they just store them on a film, or and now you can just that you can just do that in on your home computer. So it just shows how much of a influence Moore's law is having. I mean, the same basic idea, and but with the power of computers now, you can do so much more with it. Um, so there were definitely technical limitations of the period, and that was only 25 years ago. So uh, it's like when it comes to computers, that's ancient history. But I think they did a really good job of being innovative even within those constraints. I mean, obviously they they couldn't have predicted what the technology would bring, but they did as much as they could with what they had. Um, there's a story about some low budget movie producer claiming that he made a movie for like $2,000 or something, and then he says yes, but every dime of that is on the screen. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm thinking here. It's like, yeah, uh you were restricted to the game was restricted to one CD's worth of data, but every byte of that you can see on the screen. Um, anyway, so I guess like a lot of other puzzle games, the main criticism is it um, doesn't take very long to play through. Um, in terms of replayability, though, I think it. I mean, I certainly enjoyed this second playthrough. I might do a third one at some point. Probably I won't do a let's play, but yeah, that's the thing with the puzzle games. They don't take long to finish, but if you wait a year or two, then you've probably forgotten enough to make the puzzles challenging again, and you can have, if not as much fun, at least almost as much fun. And so yeah, and I think the current price is like $5 or something. So not a bad investment. Anyway, so that is the end of the series. I am planning to do other games on the channel, and so I hope you'll stay tuned and join me for those. Until then, bye.